Deep in the mountains of Russia, hidden beneath forests and soil, lies the enormous outline of an animal. It stretches for almost 275 meters. It was created thousands of years ago by people who had no modern machines, no satellite maps, and no aerial view of the land. So why did they build it? It stretches for almost 275 meters. How did they build it? From the ground, there is almost nothing unusual to see. But from above, something extraordinary appears. A gigantic animal has been laid out across the landscape in stone. And beneath the soil, archaeologists found something remarkable. A gigantic animal has been laid out across the landscape in stone. Beneath the soil, archaeologists found a carefully arranged stone structure. The geoglyph lies on the slope of Zyuratkul ridge, near the lake of the same name in the southern Ural mountains. When researchers arrived at the site, they began examining the strange formation and the landscape around it. The figure appears to show a large animal, with 4 legs, a long body, and what look like antlers. But what did this enormous figure actually represent? Researchers believe it may depict a moose-like animal, although its exact identity remains uncertain. The figure stretches for about 275 meters from end to end. That's roughly the length of 3 football fields placed end to end. And remember, this was created thousands of years ago, without modern machinery or aerial technology. So how did people thousands of years ago create something on this enormous scale? The builders did not need to carve the entire figure from solid rock. Instead, they arranged stones along the outline, creating the shape of the animal across the landscape. Archaeological excavations suggest that larger stones formed the outer edges, while smaller stones filled the interior. But the biggest mystery remains. Why was it built? No one knows for certain why the ancient builders created this enormous figure. It may have had a symbolic or ritual meaning, perhaps connected to animals that were important to the people who lived here. Also, maybe it was meant to be seen from above, a message, a symbol, or a connection between people, animals, and the landscape. But these are possibilities, not proven answers. But determining exactly when the geoglyph was created is more complicated. Researchers have used archaeological evidence and radiocarbon dating to investigate the age of the site. One radiocarbon result from buried soil suggested a date in the 4th millennium BC. But this does not give us a precise construction date for the entire geoglyph. Thousands of years later, the landscape has changed, but the mysterious figure still remains. We know where it is. We have clues about how it was made, but its true purpose remains a mystery. Perhaps that is what makes the Zyuratkul geoglyph so fascinating. We can see what they left behind, but we may never know exactly what they meant. So what do archaeologists actually think about the Zyuratkul geoglyph? Researchers believe it was deliberately created by prehistoric people, using stones arranged across the landscape. The figure appears to represent an animal, most likely an elk or a moose-like creature, although its exact identity cannot be established with certainty. As for its purpose, there is no definitive answer. It may have had a symbolic, ritual, or cultural meaning, but these interpretations remain hypotheses rather than proven facts. What is clear is that creating a structure nearly 275 meters long would have required considerable planning, labor, and an understanding of the landscape. And that may be the most remarkable part of the mystery. Thousands of years later, we can see what these people left behind, but we still cannot hear the story they intended to tell. Thousands of years have passed, yet the mystery remains. Who created this enormous figure, and why? Perhaps we may never know for certain. But the Zyuratkul geoglyph gives us a rare glimpse into the imagination and abilities of people who lived thousands of years ago.